Yeah, I'm ready.
So same motto of this podcast is to बातचीत करने. That's it.
है?
The more main motto of the podcast is बातचीत कर लेंगे.
हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
There's nothing, no bones, completely raw. And I'm very
Yeah
much, to be
yeah.
very frank, I was very much impressed of your attitude.
वह
Because I
वह.
was like, एक बंदा मिला हो, बिना पूछ के एक बंदा एक्सेप्ट किया भाई, ये चाहिए
हाँ, I
मुझे.
find it very silly. I find it very silly. Question भयो मेरे को. मैं
हाँ,
करूँगा क्या करूँगा? क्या क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं यार? अपनी
मुझे
जर्नी अपनी है.
मैं फिर भी बोलूंगा सर, एक बंदा मिला मुझे मुझे एवरीबॉडी आर लाइक आप कल करेंगे, टुमारो टुमारो, मुझे एक बंदा मिला ऑन द स्पॉट यार, ये होता है पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड.
हाँ मैं अभी करो यार. और क्या? आज करे सो अब नहीं, कल करे सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब. पल में प्रलय होएगी, बहुरी करेगा कब. So it has to be. Because I am on the same, I do the same thing, na. I'm on the other side, and my best conversations have been straight from the heart, spontaneous, without
Yes,
preparing. You
yes,
prepare. ये पूछेगा मैं ये जवाब दूंगा, ये पूछेगा मैं ये जवाब दूंगा. Come on यार, talk to my heart यार.
yes,
हैं?
that's right sir. There's no. So were you sir, what were you doing? Finished your life?
Very well, very well. There's somebody unwell, so I
uh,
just gone to get some medicines and all that stuff.
uh, okay.
Yeah.
How was the day?
Good, yeah. Very
Good,
good.
very good. So sir, mainly Muhammad Ali Shah, I'll first give you a small introduction. How do I know him? Yeah, yeah. It was like,
say, say he has given he's an international TEDx speaker. He's given the highest TEDx talk in the world. Incidentally, I'm wearing a TEDx sweatshirt also just now.
yeah. Let
And,
me tell you how did I come across you? It's a very funny story.
huh?
I'll show you.
Huh?
How did I came across you? I'll say you. I was sitting at my room in Bangalore. I was just sitting at my room. It was in engineering fourth year, engineering fourth year. I was sitting and I was just not knowing what to do. I was just smoking. I was just smoking. मुझे एक scroll मिला YouTube पे. I was like, the YouTube Joe Stock said that he's a veteran and a major. मुझे I thought, yeah, let me see. I clicked it. The first thing what impressed you is Jai. I was like, that voice, bloody, yes, this is the voice. I was like, the only dude, no thumbnail can impress me. That voice of Jai Hind impressed me. I was like, I will see this. क्या होता है? Then I was like, very much impressed. मतलब I was like, बंदा यार, बंदा में दम है. पहले बंदा में दम है. I was like, very frank, this is my thing. And after this, I started following your podcast, and to the luck could have had it. uh, I could connect everything what you say because most things relate. You are also outspoken guy. I'm also outspoken by. Every time the outspoken guys, एक ही problem है, we are mistaken. Sometimes we are mistaken. And आपके what were you saying? I could grasp from that. I don't know, in one podcast you will mention a name of Shah Rukh Khan being humble. In a podcast with somebody I don't know. But what factor is the humanity is the factor which I connected with you a lot. Humanity is the factor. Then yesterday I was reading your story of your. There was a post you have shared, right? Some army veteran has something he has passed a comment or something. That was like ridiculous. It was like ridiculous. एक ऐसा हो सकता है. Then I saw your opinion and all. Then I was like, pretty much, I want to meet him. I want to meet him and I want to call him. Like Lakuda had it.
कौन सा वाला इंटरव्यू? There are hundred of them I do every day. कौन सा
Yeah.
वाला की बात कर रहे हो आप?
Actually, give me a time. I can just search and I can tell you. Give me a time. I'll tell you.
टीवी पे था या यूट्यूब पे था?
YouTube पे था, podcast था, podcast था.
ओके.
Then I like the way you interact with the people. सीधा साधा, बोला वाला, सीधा, like right to short. No, no masalas and all. सीधा पूछ सकता है, सीधा answer दे दो. And it was very good, sir. Then I thought of inviting you, and here you are today. And I will cherish this
थैंक
for many long years because the first podcast I have got with the first call. Everybody,
अरे थैंक्स.
yeah. So
थैंक्स
tell
मैन.
sir, how is life after army?
After the army, life is challenging, I would say, and life was better in the army. I would say life was easier in the army.
Okay,
Life was like army life was not easy myself, I would say. For
okay,
anyone, it's a tough life, but it's a good
yeah,
life.
okay,
There's a quality of life. But civil में बाहर one can earn money, but one cannot get that life जो फौज में मिलती है भाई. That lifestyle, that इज्जत वो केवल फौज में मिलती है भाई.
ठीक है. So if you can just simply summarize the thing, the life in the army and life outside the army, the civilian life, what it would be exactly?
Outside the army, the life, civilian
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
There's a term which, as Fauji's we prefix that before civilians. I would not like to say it here,
okay,
but you probably would be knowing what the prefix is.
yes,
Maybe people out there who are listening to us they would be knowing what the prefix is. Where does that come from?
okay,
Why do we say that?
okay,
It starts and then civilians. Not that we have anything derogatory for them. We love them.
yeah,
We are there. We protect them. In fact, when we protect our borders,
yeah,
but it is the discipline that we have. It is not even the condescending attitude that we would be having for them. No, no, not at all.
okay.
It is we are. I'll not say a class apart. I'll say we are a clan of a few good men who are trained in a different way,
Yeah.
who are trained to with discipline to safeguard the nation.
Basically, what
So
you are
it's
trying is the best of the friends can meet us.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Sir, now actually you're out of the army and you said that you are a defense analyst. I have few set of questions. I may be very childish because I don't know nothing about defense analysis, how to
Oh
analyze the
no,
defense. But I want to
no,
ask you, sir,
no, no question. Childish question. First, remember that
being in the
no question. The childish question. Yeah, go ahead.
being in the organization, working from the same organization, and coming out of the same organization, and you analyzing the organization, how difficult it is?
It is difficult. Yeah, I'll not. I will not deny that it is very difficult because now you have to be neutral, you have to be practical, you have to be apolitical, you have to stand by what is right, you have to stand by your principles, you have to not take sides, you have
So,
to speak what is correct.
so what do you mean
And
by
what is
apolitical? What do you exactly
apolitical
mean by
means?
apolitical? It is not apolitical or it is the political. I am
No,
just changing
no,
the article.
no, no. Apolitical means you're not inclined towards any political party.
Hmm. Okay.
You will speak what you are supposed to speak as a soldier
Okay.
without siding with any political party,
Do you
be
think it
it
is?
AP, be it Congress, be it Aam Aadmi Party, be it AIADMK, be it CPIM, be it Trinamool Congress, be it Samajwadi Party, be it any party basically for that matter.
Do you think it
You
is
have to
taken care?
speak,
Do you think are you able to achieve it? Going to a media
yeah,
and talking?
but of course, as a defense analyst, I mean, we remain apolitical. I don't know any defense analyst who would be speaking politically. So we do achieve that. Yes, 100%.
So I do have a few questions. Being a defense analyst, first I'll talk to a defense analyst Mohammed Ali Shah. Then I'll talk to only Mohammed Ali Shah. Then I'll talk to Major Mohammed Ali Shah. Okay? Okay. Being a defense analyst, sir, how do you see India's northeastern part, Manipur part is getting affected and it's in news for some wrong things. So how do you actually see it?
That's a very good question, and I thank you for asking me that because if you have been following my podcast, you would know that I have stressed and focused a lot towards the northeast part of India, which
Yeah.
is I consider it to be the most beautiful part of India, which has unfortunately been unexplored by many. They will go for holidays to Switzerland or Mauritius, but yeah, come to our exotic land, come to
Exactly.
Nagaland, come to Manipur,
Yeah.
come to Mizoram, come to अरुणाचल,
Yeah.
come to त्रिपुरा. वहां पे बहुत कम लोग जाते हैं और मैं नॉर्थ ईस्ट पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया की बहुत सी भाषाएं बोलता हूं मैं वहां के डायलेक्ट्स बोलता हूं मैं आई हैव a decent sense of understanding about the northeast part of India. Now, when we talk about Manipur, see, Manipur, you cannot have a military solution to a political problem.
Exactly. Exactly. So I was just having a podcast with Colonel Tyagi. He said me the same thing. He said that he was in Manipur, posted there, and he said that people over there are very beautiful, very beautiful.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He said
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they are very much satisfied with their small life. So kapda roti milta hai, they are very push about that. And he said me direct answer that it's a political scenario which is created over there, and it is a political derived scenario. So, being a defense analyst and being a political analyst, you said that you are not driving into any politics. So, do you think that what the politics they are playing over there really hampering the culture and the ethos of the system over there?
See, खैर अभी तो ये है कि yes, there's no doubt it is hampering Manipur because Manipur is such a beautiful state with beautiful people, irrespective of the tribe, community, region, religion, village, district you come from. The very fact that Manipur itself is so beautiful, the landscape is exotic. There's a place called Loktak Lake, okay? There are
Exactly.
floating islands in Loktak Lake.
Yeah, I know it.
वहां पे यार दुनिया में ढूंढने भी जाओ आपको फ्लोटिंग आइलैंड और लेक नहीं मिलेंगे.
ठीक है.
Now they are people who are very principled people. They
ठीक है.
have ethics. They are well disciplined. They're very hardworking. They're honest. They don't cheat people. They are men of their word. कोई बार जबान दे देंगे ना आपको, जान निकल जाएगी, जान चल जाएगी उनकी, मगर वो पीछे नहीं हटेंगे. जबान दे दी, जबान के पक्के हैं. They really believe what they say. Up now, there is a clash between Maite and cookies happening,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And both, if you see, are very good people and both want peace. A simple, common Maite and a common cookie, what would they want? They want peace.
Exactly.
They want to coexist together. They want to live in peace and harmony.
Yeah.
भाई अक्सर बहुत से लोग हैं जो कहते हैं why are they fighting? उनको पता ही नहीं है. आप यकीन नहीं मानेंगे, a common person think लड़ क्यों रहे हैं हम? अब now what's happened is the hatred, the venom, the misunderstanding, I would call it misunderstanding and miscommunication, मैं तो ये बोलूंगा, इस तरीके से बोलूंगा, has gone so far deep and the wounds are so deep that it's very difficult to get peace overnight. One has to work very, very hard towards it. See, an ethnic violence is ethnic clash. It is not new to Manipur. पहले भी हो रखे हैं, मगर not of this nature, this magnitude and this seriousness. तो मैं इसको ऐसा देख रहा हूं कि both, and thankfully the Nagas have shown great refrain so far. They have not stepped into this conflict, and I hope it remains that way. I hope they do not step into this Naga ho-ho, which is a body which governs them. They have shown great restraint. So we have to understand one thing. आपने मणिपुर की बात की थी. मणिपुर में they are different areas. Like there is a place called चुराचंदपुर, जिसको कुकी ट्राइब उनको लमका बुलाती है. ठीक है. There is a place called More. More is also Kuki dominated, and even Churachandpur is also Kuki dominated. Then there are other places like Imphal is a Maite dominated belt. Kakchin, Tegnopal is before More. It's mixed. They are Maite's cookies, they are Nagas also. Then there is a place called Maram, where it's Naga dominated. There's a place called Ukhrul, which is Naga dominated. तो वो आपको क्षेत्र समझना पड़ेगा. Like the NH2 है, NH2 चलता है from Nagaland to Kohima, right? From Dimapur to Kohima. तो उसका route लेता है वो from Dimapur. It goes to a place called Chumuk Dima. From there further on to Ghas Pani, that's Medzifema, and then Zakhama, and then Kohima, and then Zakhama, and then it goes to Mao Gate, and then comes after that Jwalamukhi, फिर आता है आगे मरम, फिर कंगपोकपी, सेनापति, लिमाकोंग, मंत्री पोखरी को छोड़ते हुए आप आगे निकल जाए इम्फाल, that's the capital of Manipur. Then you go towards Thoubal district, then you reach Kakchin, and from Kakchin एक छोटी सी बस्ती आती है, small hamlet called Surabasti. You bypass Surabasti, you go towards Palel, and then Tegnopal, and then More. Just talking about More. More is the bordering town of Manipur, that's India, and Myanmar, which was previously known as Burma. अब म्यांमार में उस तरफ है a place called Tamu. तो यहाँ पे More, यहाँ पे Tamu, and the borders are, I will not say porous, I would say they are very open borders. And there is a friendly pact with Myanmar, and India have a very friendly understanding that a person from Myanmar can come inside India a person from Indian territory can go into Myanmar 16 kilometers deep.
Okay.
No passport, no visa required.
Okay.
Provided you have a written thing, chitti from the Gaon Buddha. Gaon Buddha is who? Gaon Buddha is the village sarpanch.
Okay.
The sarpanch होता है ना, वो गांव बूढ़ा होता है, कहलाता है. Respectfully they call him that. So there's this very, very friendly pact. Now the fact is, when Manipur became a sovereign state, it was a princely state earlier.
Yes.
So when Manipur became a sovereign state, 1970. So now again you have to understand in Manipur the different tribes and communities. Like for example, Kukis and Maites में हम बोलते हैं ना कि भाई they are fighting. But I will tell you, Maites में they are Maite Hindus. Maites comprise 53% of Manipur population as per the 2011 census. 2011 सेंसस, क्योंकि उसके बाद कोई सेंसस हुआ नहीं है. हर 10 साल के बाद होता है. 2021 में हुआ था, लेकिन for a couple of reasons, like pandemic आ गया था. Some people might say कि election से whatever. It was basically pandemic आ गया था, तो सेंसस हो नहीं पाया. अब 53% is Maites. Rest are Nagas and Kukis. They are primarily ये तीन communities हैं. और भी हैं, they're Gorkhas, they're Tamilians, they're different tribes and they're different communities also. But these are the three primarily dominated Manipur में. अब now इसमें देखिए 90% of Manipur is actually hills.
Oh, yes.
10% is the valley. Now there is a जैसे कि JNK में था ना Article 370 and 335 alpha.
Yes.
वैसे ही यहाँ पे एक आर्टिकल है which does not permit a person from the valley to buy land in the hills.
Exactly.
But a person from the hills can buy land as per law in the valley.
Yes.
अब ये समझना होगा कि भैया, among these beautiful people, there is also a separate religion called Sanamai. Sanamai is a separate religion altogether. Sanamai.
Okay.
Sanamai they have a separate temple. They worship a separate god called Pakhanba as a god.
Basically, it is a version of Lord Shiva or something like that.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not too sure of that.
Okay.
But okay. Now the very fact is, in Kangla Fort में इनका temple है, and it's a all of them are wonderful people. Among Maites, they are Maite Hindus, they are Maite Muslims who are known as Pangal. Okay.
Yeah.
Then they are Maite Christians, and Maite Christian would be having names like Rohan or Laishram, Raju Singh. Basically, very Hindu sounding names. Maite Christians के होंगे. Now the Pangal 1972 में मणिपुर का चीफ मिनिस्टर एक मुसलमान था. His name was Mohammed Ali Muddin. He was a Pangal. Okay. So now you have to also understand among Kukis. Kukis maybe they are Thadao speaking Kukis, and Thadao speaking Kukis would be having surnames like Hawkibs, Kibgins, or Khongsais. Then they are Paites, which come under the Kuki umbrella. All right. Okay. Now the Paites would be like Guites, Sautes, Waltes. Then there are Mizos. They come under the Kuki umbrella only. And these would be like Gangtes. They would be Mizos. Now the very fact is, Mizoram, a neighboring state with Manipur, also has got a similarity with the Kuki culture.
Okay.
Like say for example the Nagas in Nagaland. मैंने आपको मणिपुर बता दिया. मणिपुर में तो मरम नागा भी हुए होंगे या तांकुल नागा भी होंगे. Nagaland में there are different Nagas with different tribes and sub-tribes. Like there would be Ao, Angami, Chang, Chakisang, Semma, Lotha, Konyak, Rengma. So, and it all depends. It's very important to understand and know कौन किस क्षेत्र से आता है. Like Aos would primarily, though they are everywhere, they would be in Dimapur and Kohima also, but dominantly they are in a place called Mukokchuk. वहां पे Alichin एक है.
Sir, I want to just interrupt you here. So, how much it is important to know the cultural history of the region before analyzing that part of disputes?
It is not just very important. It is you have to. It's
Okay.
like it's what the question you've asked me. It's like if I have to communicate, I should know your language,
Yeah.
be it English, Hindi, Urdu, French, Tamil, Kannada, whatever. I have to know your language to communicate. Unless I want to communicate with you in
Correct.
साइन लैंग्वेज तो बहुत जरूरी है वो उसकी समझ होनी बहुत जरूरी है लाइक आई वाज टेलिंग अबाउट आउल्स बुकोक्चुंग सेमास जुनोबुटो
Yeah.
लोथास वोखा
Mhm.
कोन्याक्स फ्रॉम मोन और ट्विनसैंग अंगामीज फ्रॉम कोहिमा और जखामा और चाकिसांग्स फुट जीरो चकापामा तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कौन सी ट्राइब कहां से आती है कौन सी ट्राइब की दोस्ती है इतिहास में in the history which tribes did not get along well. So NSCN में there was Nagaland में there was NSCN which was an underground group among the National Socialist Council of Nagaland.
Okay.
Then they split into two.
Okay.
Then there is NSCN IM Isaac Moiwa
Okay.
and then there was NSCN K Khaflang NSCN Khaflang faction. So दो faction होंगे which did not get along because they split so इनमें दुश्मनी थी.
Good.
Isaac Chisi Su and Tangkul Moiwa had drifted apart and they formed NSCN IM, which
Okay.
is though they are every tribe is there, but they are dominantly ज़्यादातर इसमें Tangkul tribe के बहुत हैं इनमें.
Mhm.
And Tangkul would be having surnames like Shishaks or Shimrangs or Khating. So basically Tangkuls वहां पे एक शमशक जगह है उखरूल में.
Okay.
They are very brave Naga warriors of Manipur who are very, I would say, solid warriors, very brave people.
Okay.
And जैसे कि मैंने बताया, every tribe, every sub-tribe, every community in Nagaland, Manipur, and northeast basic part of India
Okay.
is amazing. They are really, really, they are बहुत ही अच्छे लोग हैं भैया. मैं क्या बताऊं?
Did you get
Okay.
in your army tenure? Did you serve in northeast part?
Yeah, of course. That's how I know so much. ना ये जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ आपको
हाँ.
ये मेरी 1% भी नहीं है जो मैं जानता हूँ वहां के बारे में
ठीक है.
और ये बिकॉज आई हैड 2 tenures देयर
Sure. Can you
ये
tell
मेरी
me
ऑन ग्राउंड नॉलेज है
where were they?
ये गूगल आई विल टेल यू ये गूगल बुकिश नॉलेज नहीं है नॉर्थ ईस्ट के बारे में
मैं इसलिए पूछ रहा हूँ
ये
सर.
पढ़ लिया गूगल पे पढ़ के बोल रहे हैं वो आई डोंट बिलीव इन ऑल दैट लाइक यू सॉ व्हेन यू कॉल्ड मी फॉर द इंटरव्यू आई
हाँ.
सेड लेट्स डू इट
Yeah.
लेट्स डू इट
Yes. Yes.
है ना
हाँ.
तो अगर मैं पढ़ के आऊं प्रिपेयर करूं फिर
हम्म.
बोलूं
हम्म.
तो इट्स बी डिफरेंट जब दिल से
Yes.
बोल रहा हूं तो इट्स डिफरेंट तो व्हाट आई एम स्पीकिंग राइट नाउ यू ओके इन उखरूल they I have been to 221 Tangkul villages on ground मैं पैदल गया हूं
ठीक है. ठीक है.
गाड़ी में नहीं गया वहां पे तो मैंने वो इलाका पूरा पेट्रोल किया है गाड़ी में भी पाँव पे भी और हेलीकॉप्टर में भी तो उस एरिया के बारे में जो समझ है मेरे को इट्स मोर देन माय ओन होम टाउन दैट आई अंडरस्टैंड माय ओन होम टाउन उससे ज्यादा आई अंडरस्टैंड नॉर्थ ईस्ट पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया विच इज आई से ऑलवेज से इट इज द मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया देखो जम्मू कश्मीर के बारे में हर कोई जानता है लोग अनुमान तौर पे लोग जानते हैं ठीक है लेकिन आप नॉर्थ ईस्ट पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया के बारे में बात करेंगे तो लोग ज्यादा नहीं जानेंगे क्यों हमारी मीडिया ने ज्यादा तवज्जो दिया नहीं है ज्यादा फोकस वहां पे दिया करा नहीं है मैंने बहुत फोकस किया है मणिपुर के बारे में मैं दिल से चाहता हूं कि वहां शांति हो जाए वहां के लोगों में दोस्ती हो जाए मगर इतना सरल भी नहीं है इतना मुश्किल भी नहीं है मैं उनको ये कहूंगा अगर
So,
आप कहेंगे कि नहीं है मैं
so
कहूंगा कि मुश्किल भी नहीं है जी बोलिए
So what I feel is at every part of this independent India, this northeast part is always neglected. Don't you feel like that?
yes 100% I definitely feel that way
So
I think
how will they accept the fact that they have to obey to our India?
they do actually more or less whatsoever
Okay.
a common citizen they respect Indians they are Indians
They are Indians.
they when he said our India it's their India as well so अपने आप को हिंदुस्तानी मानते हैं, ऐसी बात नहीं है। इट्स नॉट व्हाट पीपल परसीव देम टू बी। कई लोगों के जहन में जो वहां पे गए नहीं है, उनको इतनी नॉलेज नहीं है, वो सोचते हैं पता नहीं कैसे होंगे, पता नहीं क्या होगा वहां पे। और लोग डरते भी है वहां जाने के लिए। ये बड़ी बात, मजे की बात है। लोग डरते हैं। भाई डरने की कोई बात नहीं है, इतनी मेहमान नवाजी है, सच हॉस्पिटेबल पीपल नो, दे विल गो आउट ऑफ द वे टू मेक यू कंफर्टेबल, टू लुक आफ्टर यू।
Yeah,
दे फुल ऑफ लव, फुल ऑफ वार्मथ। बहुत मोहब्बती लोग हैं भाई वहां के, बड़े सिंपल लोग हैं यार, बड़े सरल, वेरी नॉन कॉम्प्लिकेटिंग, वेरी सिंपल, वेरी लविंग पीपल। Okay, one more thing, very important. This is very important. They are the best of friends if you make friends with them. Okay, and they can really be the worst of enemy
yeah, yes, sir.
if you rub them the wrong way. आपने उनको छेड़ा,
Yeah,
अगर आपने उनको छेड़ा तो भैया गॉड हेल्प यू, फिर तो उनका दिमाग सनक जाएगा, किसी का भी सनकेगा। उनका कुछ ज्यादा ही सनकेगा, आपका सनकेगा, मेरा सनकेगा।
yeah,
हमें छेड़ा तो
yeah, yeah,
हम ऐसे अच्छे अच्छी दोस्ती करोगे, हम भी अच्छे रहेंगे। बट इफ यू मेस अराउंड विद अस, इन वी नॉट स्पेयर यू। सिमिलरली सेम केसेस विद देम,
yeah.
and because they are such simple people and they don't cheat people, so you think वो सोचेंगे कि हाँ सामने वाला भी ऐसे ही होएगा। अगर सामने वाले ने धोखाधड़ी करी भैया, तो गॉड हेल्प दैट पर्सन। आई कैन जस्ट से दैट, गॉड हेल्प दैट पर्सन को फिर छोड़ेंगे नहीं। सो आई हैव हैड टू टेन्योर्स देयर।
Okay.
बल्कि हैविंग सर्व देयर से पहले ही मेरी, जब व्हेन आई वाज 3 इयर्स ओल्ड ना,
Yeah.
मैं अपनी नर्सरी की शुरुआत करी थी नॉर्थ ईस्ट पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया से,
अच्छा.
अरुणाचल प्रदेश से।
Oh,
हाँ,
good, good, good.
जब मैं स्कूल जाने लगा था बैग लेकर, जो पहले कदम मैंने लिए थे वो मैंने टैंगा वैली से लिए थे। वो
अच्छा.
तवांग खिरमू के पास में जगह है अरुणाचल में, टैंगा
Yeah.
वैली, जो कि इंडो तिब्बत बॉर्डर पे पड़ती है। और जब मैं स्कूल के आखिरी में था, जब मैं स्कूल जाना बंद करा था 12वीं के बाद, तब भी मैं, मेरे फादर मणिपुर में पोस्टेड थे, काक्चिन में, ही वाज कमांडिंग अ ब्रिगेड एट दैट टाइम। तो
Good.
मेरी स्कूल की शुरुआत नॉर्थ ईस्ट पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया से हुई। हालांकि वहां पे स्कूलिंग नहीं करी मैंने।
Okay.
आफ्टर दैट
Okay.
12th में था, मैं बोर्डिंग स्कूल में था ऊटी में, लॉरेंस
Okay.
स्कूल लवडेल। मगर आई वेंट देयर फॉर माय फादर वाज पोस्टेड ओवर देयर। तो जब मैं निकला स्कूलिंग के बाद भी, जो कॉलेज में आया, तब मेरे फादर की पोस्टिंग नॉर्थ ईस्ट पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया में ही थी। खैर,
Okay.
जब मैं फौज में आया तो मैं 2 साल जम्मू कश्मीर के कर चुका था, लाइन ऑफ कंट्रोल पे था मैं, एलसी पे। एंड बंकर में रहा करते थे हम लोग। फिर जब मेरी तबादला हुआ 2005 में हुआ नागालैंड, तो 2004 में जब मैं पोस्ट पे था जेएनके में बॉर्डर पे, मैं अखबार में पढ़ा कि मणिपुर में कोई प्रोटेस्ट हुई है। अच्छा, मणि when I was at the post at the LC, no, we used to stay underground. I must tell you where I was in. I'll not name the location, but I'll tell you my living conditions. जब हम बॉर्डर पे थे जम्मू कश्मीर में, हम लोग अंडरग्राउंड बंकर में रहा करते थे, क्योंकि हम पाकिस्तान की पोस्ट से केवल 30 मीटर के फासले पे थे। हाउ मच? 30
10
meters,
meter.
which meant, yeah, which meant here was our post,
Yeah.
our Indian flag flying high in pride. Here was the fencing, and here was the Pakistani post.
Yes, yes, yes.
10 मिनट रह गए हैं आपकी मीटिंग को,
अगर एक मिनट
आपके साथ
अपडेट
बहुत
आप अपडेट कर रहा हूँ.
रहे भाई। खास तौर से माय फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट आई टोल्ड यू ना, वो वाज नॉर्थ ईस्ट
Yeah.
पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया। मणिपुर के बारे में बात करके इतना वक्त निकल गया मालूम नहीं पड़ा। ठीक है, खैर। सो एंड वी यूज्ड टू पुट मस्किटो नेट्स एट नाइट।
Yeah.
व्हाई?
Okay.
To protect us from mosquitoes. Well, not just mosquitoes, from snakes, scorpions.
Okay.
There were chameleons living with us,
Okay.
and there were a lot of poisonous insects who would live with us.
Good.
So it's not good.
It's it's very good, sir. It was very it is very good. You know why I'll say you. You know, when I was actually listening to a podcast with a paracommando, he says that nature, the dangers in the natures will make you be more self-aware that it is the greatest thing where you can evolve yourself.
Okay,
Yeah, in
but you
that
know
sort of
what?
context, is it good?
पता है, उस इन्वायरमेंट में, अरे आज की तारीख में घर में अगर ड्राइंग रूम में बेडरूम की बात नहीं कर रहा मैं, ड्राइंग रूम की बात कर रहा हूँ। ड्राइंग रूम
Okay.
में चिपकली भी दिख गए ना। चिपकली लेडीज विल, बच्चे खास तौर से चिपकली है वहां पे,
Yeah.
कूदेंगे वहां पे।
Yeah.
अरे वहां पे तो हमारे पास गिरगिट थे,
Okay.
हैं, पॉइंट लिजर्ड थे
Okay.
वहां पे तो। look like crocodiles, by the way.
Basically,
सांप थे.
how did you train yourself that you don't get fear to this type of poisonous beings?
यार फियर पे ना खलील जिब्रान एक पोएट ने बड़ी अच्छी 4-5 पंक्तियां लिखी थी. ठीक है, मैं सुनाना चाहूंगा. ठीक है, हौसला.
Sir.
तो खलील जिब्रान wrote, "It is said that before entering the sea, a river trembles with fear. She looks back at the path she has traveled across the peaks of the mountains, along winding roads crossing forests and villages. And in front of it, she sees an ocean so vast that to enter seems nothing more but to disappear forever. But there's no other way. The river cannot go back. Nobody can go back. To go back is impossible in existence. The river now has to take the risk of entering the ocean because it is now that fear will disappear. And the river will know it's not about disappearing into the ocean, but of becoming the ocean." So, you have to, when there is no other scope, there is no other choice. You have to live among them. आप मच्छरदानी लगा रहे हैं कि भाई रात को सांप आके ना धस ले. And this was before ceasefire, 2003, when ceasefire हमारे सामने हुआ था, जब हम पोस्ट में थे. सडनली रात को फायरिंग शुरू हो जाएगी पाकिस्तान की तरफ से. तत, 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 हम सो रहे होंगे, हम उठेंगे, ऐसे फायरिंग शुरू हो गई, फायरिंग शुरू हो गई, फायरिंग शुरू हो गई. हम भी फायर कर देंगे अगर 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 हमें परमिशन मिलेगी. उस टाइम में परमिशन चाहिए होती थी कि भाई फायरिंग हो रही है, रिटर्न फायर करें कि नहीं करें, व्हाटएवर, आर्टिलरी शेलिंग करें इनके ऊपर या नहीं करें, दैट काइंड ऑफ स्टफ. नाउ it's more for free hand given to them. I believe so, and I hope so. So ऐसे वातावरण में हम 2 साल रहे थे. तो अखबार जब आया करता था, अखबार हर रोज तो नहीं आ सकता पोस्ट पे. डेली तो कोई आता नहीं न्यूज़पेपर. सो वंस अ वीक यू वुड गेट द न्यूज़पेपर कलेक्शन होके. एक गाड़ी रेजिमेंटल हेडक्वार्टर से आती थी. एक तवी रिवर था, तवी नाला, मुनावर तवी, उसके ऊपर कराज के ऊपर जिप्सी माउंट होगी. इट वुड गो पिगी बैंक ऑन दैट. इट वुड क्रॉस ओवर. राशन, पानी, लेटर्स, न्यूज़पेपर्स वुड कम इन दैट, ओके, फॉर एवरीवन. फिर मैंने अखबार में पढ़ा 2005 में, 2004 में मैंने पढ़ा था कि मणिपुर में Myra Paivis had protested. The lady that protested because there was an allegedly rape case on a lady by the name of Manorama Devi. So it became a very famous case, allegedly Manorama Devi rape case. और मैंने ये बस पढ़ा अखबार में. अच्छा, और मैं JNK में था. फिर कुछ महीनों बाद मेरी ही खुद की पोस्टिंग आ गई वहां पे एज ADC टू GOC स्पेयर को, जहां GOC. और ये भी एक स्टोरी है, जिनका मैं ADC गया एज पर्सनल स्टाफ ऑफिसर, जिनका, वो कौन थे? वो वेरी लेफ्टिस्ट ऑफिसर, 1971 इंडो पाक वॉर वेटरन. He was a diplomat. He had gone as defense attaché to Saudi Arabia. And he was Lieutenant General Zamiruddin Shah Sahab, who incidentally is my father. So I was ADC to my father, where I would salute my father. He was General Shah for me.
It was a very proud moment, right?
Sorry?
It was very proud moment.
Yeah, it was a very proud moment, golden moment in fact. And it was a privilege. और लोग बात करते हैं नेपोटिज्म की.